Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the greatest show on earth. I am your host, Team Ginger. I've been Ginger, been Violet, been Akatosh. The first of my line. You have found what to play next. This is my boy, Iokas, the Argonian. We are in a little cul-de-sac. We found a side quest called, I think it was pronounced Cicatrice. And we're trying to save his companions. They were, they inhaled a hallucinogenic gas, which has some poisonous effects. We're trying to find an antidote for them by looting dead bodies. So here's a dead body. I love the fact that you can, you know, kill zombies with arrows, because that is a thing that makes sense. If you're not familiar with shotguns or hunting or anything like that, it probably does make sense. I'm here to tell you that it does not. So, I started my first new character. I love playing things all the way through, so it's pretty rare that I do that. It's not unheard of. I had to start 2 different maps of my characters. That was like an exact replica of my character. I'm very low level right now as a result, and I don't exactly like that's not my first way handling that. So you're gonna see me level up a lot, which is awesome. You tend to be able to loot anything that you started the fight with. Probably most of these I'm gonna be running. It seems like they have it in their control. In some places they let you loot both. Ones that you were part of, ones you weren't. Sorry, I thought you were dead. Look at your puppy! Oh my god, hi sweet puppy, you are so cute! So we need to get enough disease flesh so that they can come up with a cure. So that's where we are. All the command. I have a hidden refresh. How about that? Thankfully there are always enough bad guys. I don't really mind co-op help. I'm not technically part of my group or anything, so gotta make sure I don't get bailed on. They're off doing something else. It's not like we're boys here. Oh, it looks like there's loot. I should really check. Stick my head in a bear butt. Food loss. Bug loss. Bug loss? Bug loss. Oh, and I went through all the trouble to collect you. It looks like bluebells. I'm lost. My Nana was a, beef. No, that's all me. My Nana was an army nurse. So, after she retired and married an Englishman, she specialized in things like, herbs and tea, you know, just out of curiosity and to continue her trade when obviously she was never going to do it again. So that was really cool to me, and something that my mother, continued with as well as myself, so. Oh, right, attribute points. Trifling glyph of health. I can choose homespun breeches or rawhide guards. And then we can up our health. So it's really wise to add. It's always a good bet to add Constitution. I think I'm down 1 dead. I need like 1 more. They have this weird thing called crowd control, and I really think it's effective enough to be for when you do, you are encouraged very much to run in this game. You've always been encouraged to run because the game's when outnumbered. They never, never said that was a bad thing. They let you revive here, they don't have you drop your loot, they always accepted, they wanted you to know that you were doing something that was very difficult when you were out questing. So that was their MO. You run to survive. first time you are in Daggerfall, in fact, you run pretty much constantly to get out because you're not high enough level to stay alive even. I'm gonna walk like literally right into the color here. Do that. I could try blocking, you know, that's an option. Getting attacked from behind, stuff that you don't count on. I'm gonna pretend like I don't care. I just want your dead flesh, friend. That's too much to ask. They seem to be meditating, like they're so zen about the fact that they're here. So yeah, well, after we get their dead flesh, they'll be able to make a turn, and we'll be able to bring back. Right now we're just grinding. We'll be able to knock them out and get stuff. And I go to the goal for that, and I don't love that. Like I said, I'm a proficient hunter. Proficient, not great. So it's a little bit tough for me to overlook some design flaws, and I am, so that's what I critique for them. I did it in Arena, I did it in Daggerfall. It was nice because when you're beta testing your check, your contributions are examined because there is a very great female divide, especially in farming. I understand that in the same way that I understand that some of our stuff goes to the military. VR, stuff like that. It's always developed for the military, so you can't just sit there and say, you know, like, it doesn't matter that you're a chick, it matters that you're a chick. So stuff is examined before it's sent in and that sort of thing. And design is something that I can go through very quickly. As somebody, when your school district and so on is involved in X, and your school in particular is, I, for instance, look at architecture. Did I run right past that? I feel like I did. I look at architecture, and I'm very good at it. My best friend's dad was a city architect, so I immediately look at zoning and stuff like that. Structural integrity, things that other people just don't even notice. So I can scan a game's design very quickly and tell them where potential issues are. Bethesda does not have a problem with structural integrity, and that was really cool, and that was one of the things that having an engine from the beginning actually brought to them. So that was awesome. Did I go into a crevasse? Okay, so those are the caverns, that's good. But what I need to do is return to the lizard guy and give him his stuff, because what I obviously need is some sort of antidote, and then clearly they're going to ask me to go in and help them out. I like making friends, so. The next thing that I went through, and it was roguelike, so it was very difficult for me to kind of. I have high expectations.
Then Aliera will go alone. She will not sit idle while her friends suffer.
Please, don't be foolish. Aliera, wait.
So she's herring off. I love the fact that they do arrange those conversations so that you're a part of them.
I am glad to see you unharmed. Were you able to gather the samples? She fears for our companion's safety. I urged her to wait, for without an antidote she will quickly succumb to the fumes as well. But Aliera refused to listen. I must begin my research. However, I still require a blossom of Arce's lash.
A
cactus with a bright pink flower. It has great medicinal properties. Would you collect a blossom for me? The cactus can be found west of here, in a small glade atop a crag. In the meantime, I'll begin to study the samples you brought. Thank you once more for your aid, traveler friend. After I create an antidote, we can enter the Oasis Caverns and rescue my companions. Perhaps even find my egg mother's research notes as well.
That'd be cool. Yeah, so socializing online was interesting. Different places have very different rules for socializing. People still don't realize that, so that's tough. And that was a tough thing to sort out, so I came up with all these silly little games that I would play and so on to help keep it sorted out for me. And just mostly to remind myself, you know, hey, like, this is, you know, this is a person and you will never be able to, like, in a wedding plan, I wouldn't be able to tell you where to seek them. So, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't tell you, you know, I could maybe tell you they would get along with, but not socially enough that I would ever, you know, encourage you to ask me where they could put them in an event. And so I knew to just, you know, be stupid about it and make up silly little games, and then I was never going to meet them, you know? So, the only person I ever had any potential of meeting, I actually did wind up getting distance from. What happened is AOL took over and IM, and CompuServe stopped being so popular, so we just stopped exchanging Because it was more like Mal. You know, it really just, you know, it wasn't the back and forth.
How dare you intrude upon my oasis! Leave this place! Now!
Whoa. That is crazy. Okay, so that's all the fruit that I needed. And you know, Mal is just out. It will always be out for kids, and it will always be in for adults. Really talk differently. Want it? Oh, that wasn't too bad. And you know, my bent was always intellectual. You know, NYU is a great school, and the New York school system is incredible, literally from one end to another. But mine was so insanely competitive that they had us taking university courses in elementary school. So I was always going to be more of a nerd, and that never bothered me. So I pursued a career path from the time I was 12. Obviously, that led to me being less than fashionable at times and things like that, because I really just wanted to be unnoticed and just learn and intern and get it out of the way so that I could just get going. Ironically, even by the time that I was 20 and I graduated from university for the first time, that wasn't there, but now it is, and I'm able to realize, you know, like, hopes and dreams and stuff like that, as I'm continuing along, you know, even if it's just that I'm still beta testing right now, I'm moving towards, you know, being more in public relations and being able to contribute in that way, so I'm very excited. This looks like it's going to take a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. We can bring that back, and we'll be able to explore those catacombs that we saw earlier. So I'm stoked. This is a beautiful world. Right now we're in a desert environment. It has a lot to offer. You can go to different places. We ran into a different plane in the last episode. So this is Tamriel, Dawn's Beauty in Elvish. Is that a honey badger? Oh my god, you are cute. Can I keep you? No. Flora, fauna, it's got it, and you can hunter-gatherer like I used to love in World of Warcraft, and I really feel that's what online gaming brings, you know, to the world of gaming, so they did a bang-up job, again. So I'm Anjindra, this is what to play next. You might know me better as Aliera of Wayrest. They're both just screen names. Ladies, protect yourself. If you want to get some gamer coffee and support Gamerdom, I'm going to go ahead and drop myself right here.
This should do it.
So I can start out the next installment with them popping. I like doing that. So if you want to, you can click the link below. It will take you to our merchandise. If you are a pirate queen, if you love pirate queens, if you just want to celebrate always finding Let's Play Next, we can finally do that as a culture. So it's really exciting, and it's a good time to be an introvert, even though it's a very difficult time to be alive and working as an adult. So it's nice to be able to take them out and do that. So you can buy gamer coffee. Use my handle, Bethesda did. It gives you a discount off of your coffee. You pick your grind. You can pick, you know, your flavor. So it's made for gamers. It's delivered to your door. So that's a great co-op down there. Also, like and subscribe completely free, or there's a link to the game if you want to play along with us. We love you guys. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video.